was CPI number. All right, we're just kind of hanging down here on these lows. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. The market is really not doing too much here. Yesterday, we had to be a little bit patient as well. Again, we average 4 to 5 trades a day, and we try to show discipline by being patient and waiting for the opportunities to present themselves. That's one thing we try to do here is be a little bit patient and wait for the market to create those opportunities for us. I see. Went up to that 15 area there and kind of tailed off there a little bit. That 15 area was the bottom of that area that the market kind of volume area there between 15 and 16. So if you look at the market profile or you think about market profile, they are, they focus in on volume now, and that is one area that the market created. So it's having a little bit of trouble getting above that 15, 16 area. Now we're coming back down here to the lows. We're looking at the 05 as our next support level. All right. We're just kind of staying here on the lows. We have 05. Let's see what it wants to do. It's just kind of, there are no numbers coming out this morning. There is a 30-year auction coming out later on this afternoon at Chicago time. There are a few 10-year note auction just at noon Chicago time that could affect the yields on the bond market. Not so much. So the going to affect the equities. Not, I don't think so, but you never know. But that's coming out later on. It's $38 billion on 10-year auction. There's, I think, a 30-year tomorrow. A lot of bonds being auctioned off this week. We are just kind of staying in this little range bound situation here. Down tick by a few ticks, a couple ticks, and then bouncing back into the range. We're not very good range traders here, so I'm not the one to tell you to play the range. Not what I like to do. But I know I know there are traders out there who like to play the range game. All right, we're just kind of staying in this the low end here, trying to see where it wants to go next. All right. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. Obviously, things are a little bit slow here this morning. We did get a nice rotation there off of our first support level there at the 13 area, and got a nice quick rotation off of that. And now we're just kind of being patient and waiting for our next level. We're looking at some resistance around the 22 area, which is our pivot on the upside, and that downside support would be down at at 05. And right here in the middle, we have to just be a little bit patient. Good time to ask questions if you have any. We are here every day, scalping the market, looking for those opportunities to take advantage of these ebbs and flows, levels. Obviously, the summer months are a little bit slow, so you have to take that into consideration as you're trading and kind of be patient and wait for opportunities to present themselves for us. So that is the hard part. And now we're extending here to the upside a little bit. Good morning there, Robert. We're looking at some 22 areas, a little resistance. Either way, it's not a win-win. I don't know about that. I don't know. First of all, I have no idea what the Fed is doing, and that is obviously data dependent because that's what they look at to give you making decisions. So, in regards to what they're going to do next, no, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they, again, uh, whatever they decide to do, it's kind of, if you really think about it, you've had a 5% raise in short-term rates, and the market rallied. So, uh, you know, who would have thought that that was going to happen, right? So, are you going to say that if the rates start to go down, the market's not going to continue to rally, or the market's going to go down because interest rates go down? That could happen, but who knows? I think what everybody's going to be concerned about next is not so much inflation, but disinflation. Believe it or not, I think you go from one extreme to the other, and that's the thing that might be a concern to the market. Maybe again, I'm not no economist, and I don't know anything, but um, you got China is having a little bit of an issue there, and they thought obviously the opposite was going to happen. So, here, if those inflation numbers are very good, it's going to give you a reason to lower rates going forward. I would assume. Can't imagine them keeping up here with the inflation numbers, and then they're gonna say that they went too far too fast, right? They either didn't start quickly enough because they thought it was transitory, or then they went too far too fast because they were overzealous and they missed the boat the first time around, right? So it's a no-win situation in regards to making decisions and in regards to trying to be perfect as far as timing is concerned in regards to the market. But then again, when you're buying stock and you're buying long term, you're never going to buy the low. Usually, you're going to scale in around it, right? And they're kind of doing the same thing. They're not going to uh, be perfect, and they had a job to do. And if inflation does start going down, then they did that job. That maybe they missed the boat initially, but now they're might be going a little bit too far too fast. So who knows? Who knows? All we can do is hope that we have opportunities to trade as traders, and maybe their missteps have helped us a little bit, giving us opportunities to trade. That's what I mean by helping us. They did hold the 9 area there, yes. We were looking at '05 as a little support. Alright, we will repeat the levels. I don't know if you saw the levels above there. We've got 96 below that, but, there they are. There are the levels for you that we have. You see support there with the 13 area worked very nicely for us. When we first got down there, we had a nice little rotation off of it. Again, we're scalping the market here. We're not trying to take, again, depending on how you manage trades, sometimes you can take a little bit more than 2 or 3 points out of a trade. but but we're just scalping. So that's what we're trying to do here on a everyday basis. Again, we attempted a little bit of rotation above the 15 area and then come right back down. All right, we are definitely range bound here. Can't seem to snap out of this little range we've created. Obviously, that's going to happen. And again, we are not good range traders here. So we are just going to be a little bit patient. If you're a range trader, you're doing good here. All right, we are just kind of hanging here on these lows. Just range bound a little bit. We just have a 200-day moving average on the Bollinger Band is at 21 or 22. And those are the only two things that we have there. The green band is the 200-day moving average, and the Bollinger Band is our blue band. And kind of It's about the only two, I guess, indicators or anything that we have up there that we use to kind of keep us on the right side of the market. It would be more of a price action trade than a level trade, especially if we rotate off of a high or a low. All right, still range bound. I mean, this is there's really not much we can do here except wait for the opportunities to present themselves, and obviously there not much is going on, at least for a time being. The market could be just kind of waiting for tomorrow's CPI number to be released. What could give us some opportunity there. We are definitely just kind of hanging here. All right. Well, we're back here on the nose. Again, we're not much for a range trade, but that's what's going on there. Um, you could hold and go back if that's what you like to do. That's great. Not what we like to do. Looking at the oh 05 as our next support level. All right. Well, it seems to have opt here against that little bottom of that range. If you were so excited about doing that, you did okay. And now we're just kind of still range bound here a bit. This has been a good solid hour now, so it's getting a little boring. But again, we don't create volatility. All we do is trade it. And obviously, sometimes we are going to have many more opportunities, and sometimes not. That goes with the territory here. But if you're doing the range game, you are kind of doing okay. So again, we talked about inflation and the effect of what inflation numbers have on the market. This was in what is this? The Wall Street Journal ahead of tomorrow's CPI number. It says stocks and bond markets are more sensitive to inflation data, reflecting the difficulty investors have at trying to navigate the Federal Reserve's interest rate intentions. Treasury yields and stock futures have had larger than normal reactions over the past year to inflation data that differs from forecasts, according to some senior analyst at Goldman Sachs. So he's just saying that it's pointing out the obvious that who would have thought that we were going to rally as stocks and I guess even the bond market, the longer term stuff a little bit here, given that the Fed that raised interest rates by 500 basis points over the last year or so. And that's what they're kind of looking at tomorrow. We'll see if that gives us some more opportunity. I think the market is going to just kind of decide will trade even more sideways than it has been until tomorrow. I don't know, but this is it's what it is today. Yeah, no, I only use Trade Navigator for charting purposes. We will give you the link here. Brad will come on here at top of the hour and give you all that information that you're looking for. All right. Again, you can see we're still range bound here a little bit. Very uneventful kind of morning this morning, which again, is going to happen every now and then. We are just kind of really not doing much. We are lucky that we had a nice little quick opportunity off the morning there where we were able to trade against our first level of support. And just they just kind of pulled the plug here on the market the rest of the morning so far. And if you are playing the range game, you're doing okay. And again, if you're doing the range game, you are definitely getting paid off here. We are mentioning it because it is what's doing what it's doing, but again, not my favorite trade. Somebody asked about the platform information and the charting information for Trade Navigator. There they are in the chat for you.
Hey, quick shout out to Lana. Hey, Lana, you're working with Top Step? Do you know a gentleman at Top Step named Dolby Time? So Dolby Time, his name is Nick Dolby, and in the Discord, his name is Dolby Time. Reach out to him, let him know that you're part of E-mini Trade Along, and you'd like to know how to integrate the Trade Navigator with your platform at Top Step. So Trade Navigator is the charts that you're viewing, and we have a template that would give you the same charts you're looking at in Trade Navigator. Just want to make sure that when you get set up with Trade Navigator that you're doing it within the purview of Top Step. In other words, they have a chart set up that is geared right to your ability to trade in your combine. And Nick Dolby has the ability for you to do that. First tell them how much you like E-mini Trade Along. That'd be good. For anybody that's joining us from Top Step, thank you. If you like what we're doing here, add us as a friend first. Go down to E-mini Trade Along and add us as a friend. Also, give a quick shout out to Nick Dolby in chat in Discord, and just tell him how much you like E-mini Trade Along. And Len, I'll help you any way I can to help you get set up with what you're looking for. Just let us know the best way to connect. The first stop on the journey, click on that link, review what Trade Navigator has to offer, and then if you're interested, we can work you in to get you set up with the same charts. If you went to Trade Nav directly, you might not have that integration into Top Step. Let me know if that's helpful. I'm going to post out for those that are interested in being part of this service, a subscription link at a discounted price. Take advantage of it. I'm going to post it into the Zoom room for those that are coming in from Discord, Top Step. If you'd like to join us on the Zoom side and be part of our service, the Zoom side gives you the ability to sign up, be integrated into the Zoom side, be able to take breakout sessions based on coaching sessions, and really get to work with your Trade Along host. Jonathan, how are you doing? Webster, what's going on today? Philip J, Philip, Mauricio, Mark, Kurt, KG, Joanne, Fireflies. Hey, Eric, Dudley, Darren, Ash. That's great. Appreciate it, Philip. Thank you. It helps. Ash, you had mentioned you were interested in a coaching session possibly with Saul. Let us know. Got some nice people in coaching. As a supplement to the coaching, because you're subscribed to the service, which is a prerequisite, you have the supplement of being coached and also being adjusted and tweaked based on your coaching in this trade along during the trading morning. It's a nice circle of consistency, and it really helps you focus on your trades and the action of price, and then what you do on during those trades, the entries, exits, and stops. I think that's the first thing here, is to come in and get a sense of the levels, whether they're good or not. Better levels equal better trades. That's the concept. And then what to do with the trades. What to do at those levels based on price action trading, which all can be taught based on this service. And it's taught by your trade along host. And then you trade along with your host. And that's one of the nice things about the sessions. Oh, let me look it up for you. I think it's Dobytime, Dolby. Let me, I'll cut and paste it for you. Actually, it's funny. I call him Dolby Time, but his name is his handle in Top Step Discord is Dolby. He's got his name on Do Not Disturb. So it pops up as Dolby, but his name is Dolby Time, Dolbytime. Just add him as a friend. And what I'll do is I'll send you his email so that you can speak directly with him. Excuse me. Okay, that's the name. And then I'll send you the email or his email at Top Step. They've been a little crazy with the issues that popped up with one of their platforms. And I know that's been driving them crazy for a week. Been a nice group of traders today in Zoom. Nice group of traders in Discord. Appreciate you being here. Again, if you like what we're doing here, tell your friends. Add us as a friend. It's very important. Go down to our name, E-mini Trade Along, and add us as a friend. E-minitradealong.com, E-minitradealong.com.